Hello, everyone. Today for math, we're looking at lesson 8.9, and it's on page 589 in your Go Math book. So go ahead and get that out now. Put your name on the top. And listen to the directions. Today we're talking about displaying measurement data. And we're displaying measurement data with a tool called a line plot. Now the first thing we need to do is easy. We just need to use an inch ruler and measure and record each length. So first off, I have my inch ruler out. This ruler does not have a tricky spot. You can see that the end of the ruler is that very first line, and we're at 5 inches. Okay. Our next line, line that up, we're at 2 inches. Now what it says is, describe how the lengths of the 3 strings are different. Well, we have a 5-inch string and we have a 2-inch string. So how much longer is the 5-inch string than the 2-inch string? How much longer is this one? Well, if you look at where they line up, okay, this one, this is where they line up. This red one is 3 inches longer than the yellow string. Okay? It's 3. This part right here is 3 inches. So we're 3 inches longer than the yellow string. Now, longer is an ER word, and we know that whenever we have an ER word, we almost always subtract. So if I had taken these 2 lengths, then 5 subtract 2 equals 3, then you can see that the difference between this string and this string is 3 inches. Go ahead and do this last one on your own. Then turn your paper over to page 590. Model and draw. A line plot is a way to show data. And data is just another name for information. So at the top of your paper, write data equals information. On this line plot, each X stands for the length of one pencil in inches. How many pencils are just 6 inches long? So how many pencils are 6 inches long? So this is the lengths of pencils in inches. So right here is 6 inches, and I can see here that I have 2 pencils that are 6 inches long. Then it says how many different pencils are shown in this data. So how many pencils are shown here? So I'm not going to count this. That's the length. I'm going to count the X's. Each X stands for a pencil. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 pencils shown in this data. And we already looked at this, how many pencils were just 6 inches long? 2. Now it says, use an inch ruler. Measure and record the lengths of 5 books in inches. So I grabbed some books off of our bookcase. And the first book we're going to measure is Weird Sea Creatures. Now this is going to be the width, and they want us to record the length. So the length is this way. So Weird Sea Creatures is 9 inches exactly. So my first book is 9 inches. My second book is this one, The Eagle Has Landed. So again, I'm going to measure the length, which is along the spine. And it looks like here, it's between 6 and 7 inches, but it's closer to the 6. So we're going to go with 6 inches on The Eagle Has Landed. So put a 6 for the second book. Now the third book is Junie B. Jones and some sneaky peeky spying. So let's measure the length of this one. And this one is, okay, so it is a teeny bit more than 7.5. And remember, if it's halfway or more, we always go up to the next one. So it's between the 7 and the 8, but this time we're going to go with 8 inches because it's closer to the 8. Okay. So the third book is 8 inches. The fourth book is Sing Down the Moon. It's a Newbery Honor book. I have not read this one. Let's measure this one. And this is, okay, so it's between the 6 and the 7, but this is halfway, and it's a little bit more than halfway. So we're going to go with the 7. And finally, Killer Jobs, History's Most Dangerous Jobs. So I'm going to measure along the spine. And that one is, it's a little more than 9 inches. It's between the 9 and the 10, but it's definitely closer to the 9. So we're going to go with 9 inches. So I have data here. I have information from the length of 5 books. Now for number 2, I need to write a title for the line plot. Then write the numbers and draw the X's. So if we need a title, remember this title here was lengths of pencils in inches. So this title is going to be lengths of books in inches. So let's write that down. Lengths of books in inches. Now we need to put our numbers down here, okay? Because that's what this tells me, the lengths of the books in inches. Now, what's my lowest number of the data? And that's a 6, all right? So I'm starting with 6 down here. Then I go in order, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you might be thinking we didn't have any books that were 10 inches. That's okay, we still need to go in order. Let's pretend like we didn't have a book that was 8 inches. Well, we'd still need to put the 8 on here because this is like a scale and we can't just leave numbers off. They need to go in order. Now, let's look at our data. How many books did we have that were 6 inches? Well, we only had 1, so we're putting 1x above the line. How many books did we have that were 7 inches? Only 1. Next, how many books did we have that were 8 inches? Only 1. Next, how many books did we have that were 9 inches? We had 2. And we didn't have any books that were 10 inches, so we just leave that blank. So that's how we make a line plot. Okay, we're moving on to page 591. So go ahead and get that out now. Again, I'm putting my name at the top, and I need you to do the same. Now our directions say, use an inch ruler, measure and record the lengths of 5 pencils in inches. Write a title for the line plot, then write the numbers and draw the X's. So I went back to our sharp bin and I grabbed 5 pencils. So let's measure them. Here's my first pencil. I'm measuring that. And it looks like it's a little bit more than 6 inches, but it's closest to 6 inches. So I'm going to write 6 inches there. Here's my second pencil. And that one is closest to 5 inches. So I'm going to write 5 inches in there. My third pencil is 7 inches, almost exactly 7 inches. My fourth pencil is a little more than 6 inches, but closest to 6 inches. My last pencil is a little more than 4.5 inches. So it's closer in this case to the 5. So we're going to write 5 inches. Now I need to write a title for the line plot. Now if we look at what we did, here we had lengths of pencils and inches. Well, we're using pencils again, so that would work. So just copy that right down. This is lengths of pencils in inches. This is the end of part 1 for this video. So you are going to find part 2 now, and we will finish this.